For more information, call 404-468-6989 or 678-437-0069. It's the 20 years Mix and Mingle Anniversary Party, Any Color Edition, with a free 20th anniversary giveaway. Friday, May 24th, Memorial Weekend, from 9 p.m. until at Front Page Events, located at 8010 Rockbridge Road in Lithonia, Georgia.
Nah, last year, Soca Meets Dancehall at Bliss Lounge was the baddest party for the carnival. I wonder if they're bringing it back, boy.
Tell us something more you don't know.
I never went Soca Meets Dancehall is back. Yes, boy, the annual official Atlanta Carnival after party. Soca Meets Dancehall is going on at Bliss. Baby, push on in your... Yes, boy. Whether you like reggae, dancehall or soca, we playing that on May 25th. Bliss Lodge is the only place to be. That's 5471 Memorial Drive in Stone Mountain. Music by New York City very own team exclusive selector JB, Junior Cruiser, DJ CJ, DJ Tony Gold, and Shane Talon. This is a sold out event, so you want to get tickets from now. To purchase those tickets, head to vipsocio.com/events/soca meets dancehall.com. It's all about soca meets dancehall. May 25th at Blaze.
Give it to me, do it to me, give it to me. Don't stop, don't stop, don't stop, don't stop. The way you make me.
Do you like music like this? That's right, I'm asking you. Do you like music like this? Then why have you not been to Sophisticated Saturday as yet? That's right, each and every third Saturday of the month, we call it Sophisticated Saturdays. Where we keep it at? Caribbeanlifetv Studios. 6254 Memorial Drive is the only place to be each and every third Saturday of the month. So if you want to celebrate your birthday, if you just want to come hang out and have some fun with grown people having big fun, Sophisticated Saturdays is the only place to be. It's brought to you by yours truly, DJ Reds, and my boy, Mr. B. Sophisticated Saturdays, every third Saturday of the month, 6254 Memorial Drive is where the grown people go and have good, clean fun. Every third Saturday of the month, man. The way you make me feel, I'm just gonna have fun. I'll see you there. Sophisticated Saturdays. I got you.
You're looking for a home? You're looking for land? Look no further. Elite Realty Dominica got you covered. Whether it's to buy a home or build a home or just an investment property, contact Nicole London at 888-860-2366. That's 888-860-2366. Or you can log on to DominicaEliteRealty.com for all your inquiries and questions. Elite Realty Dominica, where exquisite living is defined by nature.
That's just how we roll.
Let me tell you who I'm rolling with. I am rolling with the Dot Experiment. I don't know if you ever heard of them before, but the Dot Experiment is here to help you with all your cell phone and computer needs. The Dot Experiment is here for all your tech, all your software problems, whether it's the storage full, your laptop won't boot, or you're just tired of your current setup, or you're just looking for tech support. The Dot Experiment is the only way to go. Call them today, 404-259-1343, or you can email them at support@thedotexperiment.com for a free consultation. Don't waste your money buying tech stuff and tech software that you don't understand and don't know how to use. Contact the Dot Experiment, the professionals in fixing all your stuff, man. So before you buy that cell phone, before you get that computer, contact the Dot Experiment. It's the only way to go. I'm telling you, that's how we rolling over here.
Tonight.
What the world alone? Nowhere could it be? Must be somewhere for me. I put you back down in it desperately. Bam, bam. I wanna be loved, not for who you think I am, not what you want me to be. Could you love me for me? Real love, with those strings attached. I wanna give you my heart. Don't wanna take it back. And this is my chance. Been searching a long, long night and day. For this woman I pray. I wanna be loved, not for who you think I am, not what you want me to be. Only love me for me, real love, with no strings attached. My heart.
Yes, indeed. Once again, it's Tuesday evening. It's Caribbean Extravaganza. Oh, it's been a while, Sharon. How you doing?
Doing well, doing well. Good to see you back. Welcome back.
Oh yeah.
You look rested.
Well rested too. Well rested too. And DJ Red's always got the song to bring us in with. You know what I'm saying? He got Mr. Buju Banton playing in the background. Wanna be loved. And it's good to be back here on a Tuesday evening again. And this is Caribbean Extravaganza. And it's just great to be in the house this evening. And Sharon, what's been going on with you?
Oh man, lots and lots of good stuff. We've had some wonderful guests coming through. I mean, things have been great.
You've been holding down the fort, so to speak, huh?
Holding it down, eclipsing and all.
Okay, eclipsing and all. Right? Hey, that's the word of the week, right?
The word of the week, word of the hour.
Eclipsing.
Yes,
eclipsing.
yes.
Okay.
Well, we're on this side, so we're thankful. We're grateful for another Tuesday evening.
Yeah, and I must commend you, because I had a chance to check out some of those shows when I was away. You did an excellent job with those excellent ladies that came through. You all represented Women's Month pretty well. Yeah.
Thank you.
You all did your thing, So guess what June is?
Men's Month?
So guess what? We're going to have to represent, even if I got to put Lawrence in the chair or DJ Reds in the chair. We're going to have to represent, you know what I'm saying?
We're here for it.
Sharon can't show us up like that, you know what I'm saying? She showed us up big time, you know what I'm saying? So Lawrence, if I can't find nobody, you're going to be in the chair over here. DJ Reds, can't find nobody, you're going to be in the chair over here. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but it's good to be here this evening.
Stand up and stand out.
Yeah. And as we get started, I would like to just let you know what's happening this evening. We have KB and Brown, LCSW, and he's going to have to explain those letters to me, so I don't want to mess them up. He's a social worker, and he'll be speaking to us on mental health issues and so forth like that. And later on in the show this evening, we have Mr. Mikey Sparkle stopping by, and we'll be speaking to him about the Family Fun Day that's coming up in June. So, yeah. So quite a show here. We're going to be hearing from Mel J down in Jamaica as she fill us in on what's going on down there. I heard a carnival was kicked off last week, and it was just crazy down there. Everybody was going crazy, so I'll let you guys talk about that. All the carnival folks, I'll let you talk about that, yeah.
It was a good one. I heard. I saw pictures, so, that's all I saw and heard, that it was good. It was good.
Okay. All right. So, all right, without further ado, I'd like to introduce to you Mr. Caribbean Brown. Caribbean, welcome to Caribbean Life TV, Caribbean Life Radio.
How you doing?
Okay, it's good to have you here with us this evening, okay?
Definitely.
Okay, and
great to meet you. Great to see you. A licensed clinical social worker. Wow, nice. Yeah. I love that.
Yeah. Even as he comes, I would like for him to explain to me, what does a licensed clinical social worker do?
Okay, so a licensed clinical social worker is a social worker that can provide a diagnosis. So if somebody is depressed, has trauma, has anxiety, then we do an assessment and go ahead and provide them with a diagnosis so they can get help, see somebody to probably get medication and things of that nature. So more or less just give them a diagnosis so that way they can continue with the next steps of therapy.
Okay, wow.
Interesting.
Okay. All right.
Mm-hmm. I have a question for him, though. Capian, my question is, what led you to that field of work? Because, I know a lot of people are social workers. I have a lot of friends who are social workers. Retired and all. And honestly, it's something that I really considered. But after delving into what it entails, it's some kind of it takes a special kind of a person to really be a social worker, and especially a social worker who cares about what they do and about people, because, not everybody, people do it for the like, not for the love, or
Right.
better yet, for the love, as they say in the streets, and not the like. But you seem like, I mean, based on what I read, your bio, I mean, you're into this, and you know, it's a family thing. So tell us more about that.
It is. So, growing up, I asked a lot of questions, and I wanted to be a lawyer. My dad told me that there's too many lawyers, so I had to find something else to do. So with that, I like social work. I like helping. I pretty much wear myself on my sleeves, and my mother is a social worker. So when I went to social worker, so when I went to school in undergrad, she did her master's. So we literally graduated the same time, the same year, and everything. So I guess my mom kind of, but my dad is the influence to say I can't be a lawyer. But it's a lot of questions. It's a lot of asking and making sure, you know. With the social work, you can do different things. So I've worked in the hospital. I have my own private practice with my wife. She has another private practice that we started together. That she started. And just here.
So she's a social worker, I take it.
There's a difference. Okay, so she's a professional counselor. So there's
yeah.
LPCs, which are licensed professional counselors, LCSWs, which are licensed clinical social workers, and you have LMFTs, which are licensed marriage family therapists. The social workers are the oldest discipline, so we can do more things. Just the difference.
Right.
Okay. Wow.
Interesting. I like that, you know, because I don't know about you, Rob, but I always have a concern where men need, especially in our community, it's a concern for me where when men represent the way you do, it just makes me happy. It just makes me feel hopeful. You know what I'm saying? Because when you look in a school system, for example, I mean, the ratio of men to women, female to male teachers, I mean, female teachers outweigh men by far.
Yes, yes.
College, I mean, in college even, you know, and I'm speaking the truth, black men are not, they're underrepresented. So, you know, that's a major thing for me. I mean, when I see that, I'm like, power to you, more, you know, hat off to you. I salute you.
That's one of the things moving to Georgia. I'm also part of a group called the Counseling Brothers of Atlanta.
Love it.
It's a bunch of African American males who all have their own private practice or are doing counseling where if you want somebody who looks like you can find it. So
That's good.
it's the cboa.org, and it's literally a whole bunch of African American clinicians in Georgia and available face-to-face, virtual, or anything like that. So I definitely hear that, and I support that. Usually in the fields when I work, I'm the only black guy. So it's good to have a group of people who are doing the same things and supporting the same cause.
Yes, because you can relate to these, you know, I mean, these young men and women can relate. I mean, and that's what it is. They can relate to you when they see someone that looks like them. You know, they're looking at a mirror, so they can relate more, if you
Right.
get what I'm saying.
Right.
I mean, and so that's always a concern for me. I'm not knocking any particular, you know, group of people. I'm just saying that that's what we need, right?
Yeah, so we definitely need it, and more men stepping up and getting into the field.
Yes.
Not only feeling the feeling in the past was that fields like those were for women.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? But men realize now that they have a role to play in these fields, and it's good to see that you have stepped up and you said pretty much you were influenced by your mother. You know, influenced by your mother. You know, and that's good. You all both went to undergrad and she went to grad at the same time. Okay, wow. What the relationship I know you guys have there. You know, so that's great. But how has it been in the field? What are your clients like? What are you getting? Primarily men or primarily women, or what does it look like?
So in the practice that I have or that we have, it is I own it or supervise and have a whole bunch of other clinicians that work too. So we have nurse practitioners who provide medication because we can't do that, and the demographic that I might get are kids, couples, men, women, obviously, and transsexuals. I've had some transsexuals or people who have same-sex life and things of that nature. So get a plethora. Get families, people who just want to come as a family unit to work out certain things. People going through grief, as we all know, that can be tough, and everybody grieves on their own way. So what a difference. Nobody under 4, so 4 and up for counseling.
Okay, wow. So you said a plethora for a whole lot of folks coming in.
Yeah.
Huh? Do you find that the numbers have increased since the pandemic, or decreased?
Increase.
Increase.
Increase. So
Okay.
weirdly enough, it sounds horrible, but the pandemic was horrible, is horrible.
Yeah.
But for mental health, it was a boom.
Okay.
It was a boom. So if you were ready to go virtual, you did good. If you weren't, you might have took a hit, but it was a boom. And since that, it has become a focus for a lot of things to make sure that not only physical and emotional health, but mental health is also taken care of. And a lot more agencies and people are recognizing it. I work for an agency that they did this thing called PTO Your Way, where self-care and making sure that people could take their time when they needed it rather than having to request it. Because if you worked it, then they give it. So just finding different ways to kind of balance and make sure it's a work-life balance.
Work-life balance.
I like
love
that. I
that.
like that. And you just said something that kind of jogged my mind a little bit because I heard it this morning from a dear relative of mine. Grieving, because with the pandemic came a lot of that, and it really opened us up, Pastor Rob, if you may, to the space and the place where people who are grieving,
Yeah.
men and women, and not men. Okay, so don't get it twisted. You know that. It's that we, especially in our culture, the Caribbean, the African, the black culture, we tend to downplay it where men are concerned. Oh, in Jamaica, for example, I hear stupid stuff like, oh, big man don't cry, man don't cry. And I'm saying, what? Men have tear ducts. What are you talking about? I mean, men cry. And I mean, as a matter of fact, real men cry because they
Yes.
show their emotions,
Right.
and
That's correct.
so I tell the young boys around me and young men in general, listen, don't let anybody fool you. You have emotions, show them.
Yeah.
It doesn't make you less of a man. Okay? Show them emotions. Matter of fact, I tip my hat to you when you do that. So you know what? Honestly, we need to encourage that. Our young men growing up, allow them the time and space to grieve, to show emotions if they're hurting, if whatever it is that they're going through. Because when you keep it on the inside, you know that very well. That's when it becomes explosive. So get it out your system, And so I realized that employers have been a little bit more sensitive since, and really, I mean, sensitive to the needs of their employers, where employees, where that is concerned. I mean, you can go and you can sit and speak to an employer now, whereas in the past, I mean, if you told them that, you're going through some personal stuff or whatever it is, they'll tell you, listen, you have 2 weeks to get it together, or if not, you don't have a job. So, and I mean, in general, the labor boards, the good news is they've been looking into this and realizing that mental health is critical because, a lot of us played it down. I mean, we downplay it. Mental health is so critical. So when Pastor Rob notified me that you were coming on, I was jumping. He didn't even understand what he did because I've been looking,
Yes.
Pastor Rob, for someone in that area. I've been looking
great.
because right now there's a lot of crisis,
Yeah.
in our communities, and we need to jump on all over them. So I thank God for people like you.
And Sharon and KBN, a lot of folks hear the word mental health, and it seems to be the buzzword these days, but they truly don't understand the facets of mental health. So go ahead and explain to us
Yes.
several facets of mental health.
So mental health can be everything it sounds like, right? Physical, emotional, definitely spiritual health, and your overall well-being. It's a thing that I go ahead and tell people that you have to learn to create boundaries for mental health.
Wow.
You have to be able to, it's a form of self-care. You have to be able to make sure you have self-care, but you have to be able to form boundaries to know how to position yourself. So when to cut off work, how to make sure you're programming, and I say program because a lot of times we have to schedule fun and schedule times for ourselves. So how to program self-care, how to program the weekend, how to eat and program to put down the phone, how
Yes.
to just have time to be vulnerable and talk. A lot of times what people don't know is that depression and different symptoms are displayed differently in different people. So children who have depression and anxiety might show behavioral tantrums, temper tantrums, might cry, might break things, might behave differently in school, while an adult with depression might be silent, might be quiet, might be full of life and actually be silent when they get home. So depression actually has different faces, or different mask.
Yeah.
Actually, different masks. People mask themselves when they're depressed. So you can be happy-go-lucky,
Yeah.
and then when you go home, you're sad.
Yeah.
The one thing that I can say as a mental health clinician, because I've gone through therapy, am in therapy, have utilized therapy, but I think and as a man, it takes to the point to realizing that this is heavier than you and more than you, and talking to somebody who is not related to you or knows you sometimes can help, because you get that unbiased. You just get somebody who talks truth, talks facts.
Yeah.
When I see my clients, I don't sugarcoat anything. I mean, I'm professional.
Yes,
but
of
you
course.
see what you get. You get Mr. Brown, but Mr. Brown is Caribbean, and Caribbean can be Mr. Brown depending on who I'm talking to. So you will get transparency, and I think that is the thing. So earlier I heard you say that people have to find clinicians or people that look like them. Not every black male will fit every black male.
Totally.
You have to make sure that that person can relate to you, understand you, and there is something. So what I always say is that it's an elevator conversation. Within 30 seconds, take an elevator ride, first floor to second floor. You know if you want to vibe with somebody or don't vibe with somebody. You kind of get that first, or yeah. So it should always be transparent, and it should always be, like I say in counseling, it should always be a good book or a good song. If the song is good, you turn it up, you vibe, you bounce, and if it's not, you turn it off, you switch it, you never play it again. Therapy, mental health should always be a good song or a good book. Something where you're turning the pages, something where you're turning it up.
Wow.
That's interesting. That's interesting. And I love that you said that, because you know what? Not necessarily someone that looks like you.
Yes.
But you know what? Relatability. I think that's just being able to relate is key, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because, I mean, it's someone that, I mean, you want to talk to, and you, like you said, vibe. You can pick up on a vibe. You can really, click or not.
Yeah.
And so you walk in, you speak to a doctor or, medical professional, whomever it is. As a matter of fact, a plumber comes into your house and you go,
Right.
I don't want him touching that pipe. I don't want him. I mean, I'm so serious. You say, listen, do me a favor.
Yes.
I have an emergency, but I got to run. Whatever excuse you have to find.
Get out.
Get out of that situation. So you're right. You're right about that. We just have to be, very conscious, very cautious, and referrals are key. Would you say? I mean, how do you?
Yeah.
How would I? If I know someone who needs therapy.
Yeah.
I mean, how do I do that? How do I go about seeking them out?
So
would you suggest? How would
Many
you
different ways. So insurance. If you have insurance, they'll always tell you who are the providers, and you can always do a zip code search and search your job. They have something, because a lot of times people have insurance that have copay or deductibles, and they're extremely high depending on the service. So sometimes your job will give you EAP services, which are employment assistance programs, and you can get those, and you can get I don't say free, because when I worked with the Army or the military, you learn not to say free. They're at no cost services, because somebody's paying for it.
They
It's
said
just
that
not
at the post office. Yeah.
So you get at no cost services, and it's for each issue or family member. So if I have a brother or a wife or somebody, I can get them EAP sessions to make sure they're good, even though I might not have the finances for it. So a lot of places are making sure that it is affordable, because you're not having to pay anything out of your pockets. There's Psychology Today, where you can go research people. Google, you can research people. This radio show is a good way to research people and find out.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay.
Appreciate that. Yeah.
All right. All right. So, and you've been doing this now for how long, Caribbean?
I've been doing this. I've been a clinical social worker since 2016, but I've been doing this since 2012.
Okay, and
officially with a master's.
Okay, very good. And where is your practice located?
So the practice is located in Snellville. It's called SOS, Counseling Consultation Group, and we do therapy, medication management, and groups. And then my wife's practice is AOS, Healing and Wellness Center. Mm-hmm. And what she does over there is the same therapy, but also massages and nutrition counseling. So a lot of people don't know that mental health is also stress relief, and everybody looks forward to massages. But a lot of people don't know that your insurance will cover it, and you can get massages at no cost. So I don't say free, but at no cost. So we've kind of tapped into that to make sure that with my place, you might get medication if you need it. With her place, you get the holistic approach, therapy, massages, nutrition counseling to make sure that you're well balanced. Because we all know that pills and medication come from food. So she teaches you how to eat right, and if it gets more than you can handle, our side teaches you how to pill right, if that makes sense.
Yes. Yes. Well, can you give us the location and the contact for you, both you and your wife again?
Yeah.
Anybody, if persons listening can get that information.
So the Instagram is SOSCCG LLC. So Sam, Oscar, Sam, Cat, Goat, Lima, Lima, Charlie at Instagram. And hers is AOS Healing and Wellness Center. And we can both be reached at SOSCCG@gmail.com.
Okay.
SOSCCGLLC@gmail.com. Sorry.
Very good, very good. Wow, so a family affair going, and I'll get her. I'll get her on here too.
Oh yeah, definitely.
We'll get her on
She'll
here.
talk about nutrition and
Yes,
eating right and
yeah.
making sure that the body is.
You're gonna
the
love
temple.
that. You're gonna
Way to
love
go,
that,
way to
yes.
go. Right up my street.
Yeah. Oh
Wow,
yeah.
that's right up my street right there. I love it.
Yeah. So I heard him saying his letters there, and I know that he's a army man, or he's a military man.
Contractor. My uncle's a military.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yes.
But here you
For the Army Reserve,
Yeah.
Army
contractor,
Reserve.
yeah.
I worked with them, so
Army
I did a lot
Reserve.
of traveling, and that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
With the social workers, you can do different things. So I've worked in the hospital and seen bipolar live. I've worked with the vets and been able to help them when they deploy and make sure that they feel, because even when you're at war, you want to make sure your family is good and make sure everything. You can't fight a war if you don't know if your family's good.
Wow.
So that's what we've learned, that family
Yeah.
is the key to almost everything. And if your family's not secure, for most men, you're not secure.
Wow. I remember when I worked at the post office, we had a lot of vets that came back that worked there, and I they had a whole lot of stuff going on when they were so
Yeah.
I guess you serve a lot of those veterans too.
Yeah, a lot of them deal with trauma.
Traumas,
yeah.
So they come back with trauma, PTSD, a lot of trauma, and the
Yes.
massages actually help them
Wow.
sometimes more than the therapy, because the trauma, like there's a thing where trauma, your body holds the score. So sometimes your body can be tense because of all the trauma that you go through. So if you can find ways to release them, you're better off emotionally, physically, mentally. Even if you exercise and work out, most people feel better after. If you go to church, you always feel better after, because it's something that crying does, and just being vulnerable in that space in that moment does something where it takes
It releases
your baggage.
tension, huh?
Yeah, releases your baggage.
And I
Love that.
I'm glad you went there, because I heard you said mental health is also about getting your spirituality good. Explain.
Well, there's a everyone, can't say everyone, most people believe in a higher calling.
Okay,
So
all right.
sometimes faith can be the same as hope for some people. And we all know that faith works and hope delivers also. So sometimes when you lose that hope, that's when depression comes. And sometimes when you can't see faith, that's when you say there's no light at the end of the road. So sometimes going to church, being able to even not confess to anybody, but like for me, I get the most out of anything, out of the worship, out of the songs.
Yes,
Like
yes.
I listen to the pastor, I listen to the preaching, I listen to when you guys preach. But for me,
Yes.
everybody's calling is different. The music is what helps me release and
Yes.
helps me get there.
Yes,
So
yes.
it's the same. It's like I said, good music or a good book. So if you hear good music in church, it opens you up. And if you hear a good tune while you're life, it's a good tune that helps you kind of pick things apart and see what needs to.
Yes.
Yeah, and,
Look
and,
into.
and as you speak, I'm thinking about the non-Christians, which like the Buddhists, that the meditation that they do, and so that's a form of spiritual
It is.
release.
It is.
Definitely.
Yes.
Yeah.
Asians have a long period of life because they
Yeah.
Totally.
they
Yeah.
relax.
The monks.
Yeah.
The
The
monks,
monks, yeah.
for example. I
They
mean, their
relax.
stuff is deep. I mean,
Stress-free living is literally the way to be. When there's nothing to
Yeah.
worry you, the only thing we have to worry about is the days ahead of us, rather than thinking about the days behind us.
Yeah, so I see spirituality in that form as relaxing the mind and
Peace.
and being at peace within the soul.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Because you
Yeah,
can
wow.
never be easy if your soul's at conflict.
Wow.
yes. Wow.
Well, you see, so we're
I
learning
love
some.
it.
I'm learning
yeah.
some stuff right
Oh,
here.
yeah.
You know.
Oh yeah. I like this. I like
because
this.
And breaking down mental health, of course, a lot of folks didn't even know that that spiritual part was a part of. That they had to take care of that spiritual too. You know,
yes.
the scripture, you know, the preacher, so I have to preach a little bit, says the mind, soul, and
Right, mind, body, and
soul,
soul.
body and body
Yeah.
and soul. So, you know, so if we have all of those working, I guess, you know, working together.
Yeah,
You know?
because thoughts are the mind, and if your thoughts are not good, that's what causes suicide and stuff like that. If your thoughts are not healthy, you can't be right spiritually or emotionally or feel well. You are what we call a shattered glass. You are broken. You have different. You're shattered. You're broken.
Yeah,
Splintered.
Splintered, yes, 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 yes.
Okay, so you know we're gonna just get a little bit of music on here, and then we're gonna come back with some more questions here. If you just joined us today, we're listening to this is Caribbean Extravaganza, and we have Mr. KB and Brown, LCSW. I would say is licensed
Clinical social worker.
licensed clinical social worker. Okay, with us. Get the letters in there properly, and we're speaking about mental health and a few other things this evening. Okay, all right. DJ Red's gonna get something going for us in a second. We'll be right back with more.
Oh, baby, I don't want to lose you now. I want to stay with you. Stuck on you. I got the feeling down deep in my soul, but I just can't lose. Girl, I'm on my way. Feeling good. Like I never want to feel the same way, but baby, it's true. Yes, I'm on my way. I'm mighty glad you stay. Oh, baby. Hey, yeah. Oh, honey. Oh, darling. I needed a friend. I need a woman like you to stay with me till the end. Still, I'm on my way. Begging you to come on home and stay with me. I'll be on my way if you don't stay. Oh, baby, I want you to stay. If you don't stay, I'm leaving. Oh, baby, I'm leaving on that midnight train tomorrow. Lord knows where I'm going. I packed up my troubles and I throw them all away. Yes, I'll be going. I'm going to stay. I'm stuck on you. I got this feeling down deep in my soul, but I just can't lose. Girl, I'm on my way. I'm feeling good. Like I never wanna say the same thing, girl, but it's true. Yes, I'm on my way. If you would stay with me forever, and I won't leave you. No, girl, no. Hey, oh,
Yes, indeed. Caribbean Extravaganza on a Tuesday evening. Pastor Rob here with Sharon, and we got Mr. KB and Brown with us in the studio this evening. We're dealing with some mental health kind of stuff in here this evening, and wow, Sharon, we're learning a lot from Mr. Brown here.
A whole lot.
Wow.
A whole lot. You've uncovered a whole lot for me. I mean, there was stuff that I knew, but you just broke it wide open.
Yeah. And that's why we need to talk.
Yes, I have a question. I have a big question,
Go ahead.
Pastor Rob.
Go ahead. Uh-huh.
So, again, I'm going back to my people because that's my concern. I mean, my
Yes, yeah.
community. I mean, if I don't feed my people, I mean, honestly, at home, I can't feed my neighbors.
Right.
You know, I got to start at home. Charity starts at home.
Yeah.
So here's the deal. My question is, how would I approach my brother, the men around in my circles, in my community? I mean, how can I identify and seek help? Because culturally, they're not inclined to go to the doctor, for one. let alone a mental health therapist. What are you talking about? You think I'm mad? You think I'm crazy? What's wrong with you? You know, I mean, and that is something, it's taboo, but it's reality. And so in our neighborhoods, in our, in our community, it's a big deal. Everybody, it's an embarrassment. You know, you have mental, shh, don't tell anybody, don't tell auntie, don't tell grandma, don't tell. But you know what? If we don't address it, it's no wonder it goes, unnoticed, and then we have backlash. We have big problems. You know, it just carries on. And I mean, sometimes, would you say it's hereditary? And how do you identify and seek help or recommend help for those loved ones that need that kind of help? Because they have to admit first. But I mean, you wait for them to admit? I mean, how do you deal with that?
So mental health can be hereditary. So I hear you say that, yes, it can be. It can be genetic. The next question you asked is, how do we get somebody to get there? It's a great question. Like I said, platforms, right? Things like this, events. Sometimes, hey, I'm going to this event, come with me. Because sometimes people like to go in numbers and do things in numbers. I have a lot of parents, and yeah, generationally, right? Because growing up, your parents before that, they probably say nothing's not wrong with you, shush, or stop crying. You're not supposed to cry. But as this new wave of parents and new age of people start to promote their kids to go talk and to seek mental health, it becomes less taboo. And I would say that just like black people dating white people, right? Generationally, back then wasn't accepted. Now, less taboo. So the more you have people exposed, and the more you have, I have clients, parents who literally would say, I don't think there's anything wrong with my son, but I just need to get him into counseling so he knows how to talk. It's perfect. So we do talk therapy, and as you start to go through, you realize that there is something probably bothering you, but just not on the scale as big as somebody who has something where they're coming in for a crisis and this is my issue. Even if I don't go in for identified something, everybody deals with stress, so there's always something that you can talk about and always something that can be processed.
Of course. Wow,
So-
I thank you for answering that too, but I mean, I have another question, and this is where, again, identifying those situations, because again, you said a couple of key things. They're either extroverted. I mean, they're always like, you would see the class clown, so to speak.
Yeah.
A lot of times what I discover now, I'm looking back, and I look back, Pastor Rob, and I say, wow, I didn't realize that, because there was a young man at school with me.
Yeah.
And he was as loud as ever. He was,
Yeah.
I mean, they literally called him a clown, because, I mean, he was just always acting up. And fast forward, I mean, we found out after the fact, things weren't good at home at all. So he would come to school to act out.
To get attention.
Yes, to get all the attention, because at home, he was going through it. And I said, oh my God, if we could have identified, I mean, as students, children, we didn't know that, but we just thought he was just crazy. He's just a clown. And that's what happens. It's suppressed, or better yet, it's exposed. I mean, because you see, they act out,
Right.
or they go into their shells.
Right.
And so it's tough. And I mean, I look for it. I look for it because I've seen quite a bit of that, Pastor Rob. I mean,
and on the other side of that is that person or that student, that child that's always so quiet.
Doesn't say anything.
Doesn't say anything. So we have seen them
Yes,
on both sides, and
yes.
you always wonder, well, why is that kid over there not speaking to anybody? Why are they so all, drawn into themselves?
Introverted, or extroverted. So it's
yeah.
either extremes. I mean,
That's
it's
why
either
I
they're
say-
very extroverted or very
Right.
introverted, and it's
That's
scary.
why I say it's a mask, right? So
Yes.
when we call about masking behavior,
Yes.
it's literally masking behavior. There was I don't know when, because with the pandemic, life in years just seems to kind of but there was a thing called the 13 Reasons, where it was talking
Yes.
about like a lot of suicide.
Yes.
And the thing that was interesting is that a lot of teens loved the show, would watch it, and it had a lot of adults thinking, why did I like it so much? A lot of the teens were relating to the show because a lot of them were thinking about suicide and had
Correct.
suicidal thoughts,
Wow.
but had no one to talk to. A lot of times they might talk to peers in their class, and then sometimes the peers don't know what to do with it, or it's too heavy, or they feel like they have to hold their friend's secret, and then now as a class they're mourning somebody's life. So yeah, the person who acts up in class and is the biggest behavioral issue to the teacher and is always getting a referral or something like this might be the person you need to spend the most attention to. And the
Yes.
person who says nothing in the class and does
Right.
nothing and wants not to be seen might also be the person you need to spend the most attention to. So even having groups just to talk about mental health, having schools where they bring in people to say this
Yes.
is what it look like,
Yes.
education, workshops for people,
That's it.
Yes.
continuing education are things that people need. Like after the pandemic, they started to make officers go through trainings on mental health to know what it
Yes.
looks like because people with mental health are people with
Yes.
mental health and they look just like anybody else without it. And you have
Yes.
to treat them not differently, but you have to treat them differently.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes,
So
I got you.
it's about being aware because ignorance is bliss.
Yeah.
It really is.
So I like the term "what it looks like."
yes.
That's what we have to get accustomed to, what it looks like because for so long, no one knew what it looks like. So what
Yeah,
it
what
looked
it looks
like,
like, yeah.
became that kid. Oh, that's a crazy kid there. He
Yes,
comes to,
yeah.
he's the class clown.
Or he's just
You know,
rude.
or he's just rude, or that person right there. This guy is just weird,
Yeah.
All you know what I'm saying. So get that term, what it looks like, and I guess that's why we need professionals like yourselves
Correct.
to
And just to identify, because if you think about it,
Yes.
it's a stages of life, right? So usually as kids, 1 through whatever age, we're born, I don't know, you might be born happy or grow happy, depending on your situation.
Yeah.
But if you don't know how to process those emotions as kids,
Yes.
God rest her soul, what my grandma used to say is a broken child is a broken man.
Right.
If you don't know how to resolve those things as kids, how do you learn to resolve it as an adult? And when you become an adult, that's when you seek out somebody for help and say, teach me these skills, what we call coping skills,
Yeah.
of how do I make it to the next day? How do I push through? And a lot of people, even if you know them, you have to relearn your coping skills. And what I was telling you, Brother Rob, is that even when you get married and you think you're good, you have to learn them over again because now you have to learn those skills to deal with somebody else and make sure that you can manage. When you have
Yes.
kids, you have to learn those skills to make sure you're not yelling at your kids and reliving the childhood that you didn't want to live. Because most kids say, I'm not going to do this like my parents. And then you come up and you do the same thing. So you have to be aware. And I think being aware is part of mental health.
Yes, it is.
Yes.
It is.
Balance is key, though. Balance,
Yeah.
you wouldn't say? Because, I mean, when you say that, I mean, it's so funny. I had a discussion earlier with a particular member of my family, and he said, listen, my parents were too strict. I'm not going to be that way with my children. And I had to say, whoa, 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 hold up right there. Because you know what? Extremes. Your parents were super overly strict and whatever extreme, but guess what? You can't be this little, whatever you call it, I mean, pushover with your children, because I can hear some children right now, 2 and 3 year olds, 7-year-olds, 8-year-olds. I don't feel like doing it. Why do you want? Because I don't want to. And I'm going, huh? Really?
Yeah.
So I mean, it's balance. I think it's about balance, Pastor Rob.
Yes.
And KBN, because where that is concerned, there has to be boundaries. And you said that word. I love that word, boundaries, because you've got to set up those medians. You have to say that. Listen, if I do this, there are consequences always.
Ooh, I don't like the word consequences.
Okay, sorry.
There
So
are
give me
results.
there are
Consequence
results.
makes it sound so
Woo!
bad, but there are always results. Good
You
results.
see, I'm learning.
Yeah, learning
You
something
see, and
today.
I'm learning that, and I love. And you see what? And I stand
Okay.
corrected. But that's it. For everything there's an action, there's a reaction.
yes.
So we have to set up those parameters and know that. Listen, if mom said or dad or whomever says don't do it, that's what it means.
Yes.
Don't do it.
Yes.
It's not that I feel like doing it, so I'm gonna pick it up. And they said don't use my phone or my toy or my whatever the gadget is. That's what they mean. But a lot of parents are so relaxed because my mother and father were too strict. They were too much. So hey, what can I tell you? But
For
we
some
want to.
people it worked, and for some people it doesn't. So that's why balance, like you said,
Yes.
is the key. Every child is different. There are some kids you have to be stricter with, and some kids, balance.
Yes.
Okay.
Wow.
So as we
We got to do this again, Rob. Pastor Rob, we got to do it again, man. You got to come on
so-
back.
All for it.
I have a phone call here. Okay, very good. 1 second. All right. A caller, are you? We have a caller on the line. How are you doing today? Caller? Caller? Okay, we're working on connecting that caller in a second here, but I
This
know
is
you.
awesome. Time's going when you're
Yeah,
having fun,
yeah,
man.
yeah.
I love it.
And I know you mentioned, making time to make sure that you have that quiet time, making make it be careful that you you're not overwhelmed by certain people at certain time. You know what I'm saying? Be able to channel get your me time and put some people aside sometimes and so forth like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When to have that time. I'm just going around the
Self-care.
edges there. Self-care,
Definitely.
self-care. Yeah. That's a part that I'm interested in, because a lot of times, we have good arts, and we let other folks use up a whole lot of our times.
Ouch.
You know what I'm saying? Seriously, you know.
Pastor Rob, you
to
stepping
speak
on
to-
my toes over
no,
here.
yes,
What
you
you
know.
doing?
So yeah. So
So sometimes, like I said, boundaries are important, right?
Yes,
boundaries,
boundaries.
again, are not for other people. I believe boundaries are firmly for the person who's creating it. If you have boundaries, you create them to let people know that if they stay within your boundaries, this is how I'm going to behave. And if you go out of my boundaries, then this is how I will react. Either I will welcome you or not. And if you think about your parents, grandparents, the room with the plastic couch, plastic, you already know you don't go in that room. If you drop something in there and nothing happens, then you know the boundaries are weak. If you drop something in there and it's you have a memory to remember the boundaries are good. So again, boundaries are not for other people, because people will always test your boundaries or they will stay within it.
I
You have
love
to
it.
remember that the boundaries you keep are for you. So somebody violates them, how do you respond? If somebody stays within them, how do you respond? So a lot of people set boundaries thinking that people will, it's
Yeah.
for you. You have to remember and stay true to them.
So what you're
Love it.
actually saying is that we control our boundaries.
Yeah, definitely. And how we
Absolutely.
respond. And what
I love
stresses
it.
And
us.
I've never really thought of boundaries that way.
I never did either.
Well, I'm going to shut this person out for here. But you really can't really shut a person out.
No.
Okay.
If all you have to,
Wow.
you
You
can.
can.
You can.
You just on the phone it's a block, or you don't pick up the phone. And if somebody calls back and say, "What's going on? Remember when you did this? I don't respect it. I don't want to deal with it. If it happens again, this will continue."
Yeah.
If the person deals with it again,
Yeah.
then if they do it again,
Shut
they
it
don't
down.
respect the boundaries. You keep them where they were. If they act in line, that's a relationship to keep.
Shut it
Boundaries
down.
are for yourself. They're not for other people.
Wow.
Love it.
Wow, love it. So we're just learning by the.
What?
Wow, you see, and that's the reason why we have to, audience, but that we have to take time out, and just deal with situations that might be affecting us. And and as Brother Kabian said, and I heard him say it earlier, it doesn't have to be a major thing. It could be just something that you are struggling with, and you just need to get to a licensed counselor and sit down with them, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Yep.
There's
And even
nothing
if you
wrong
don't
with
have the money, your job will give you sessions at no cost. So
Wow.
there's no reasons why we can't do it. Just excuses that people make up.
So Sharon, if you don't see me for a couple of days, you know where I am, right?
You know what? And
I'm spending more time.
I respect that. Spending more time with KBN. I get it. I'm totally for that, because me time. And you know what? Y'all said it, and I respect that. And I sometimes need to hear that, because my husband tells me all the time. He says, "You don't set boundaries. You just allow people to just haul you and pull you all over the place." So you know what? When you set the boundaries and you put your foot down, guess what? People tend to think that, hey, now she's a mean girl. 'Cause she's saying no. Yeah, she changed. She's saying no. I mean, what happened to her? You know,
remember at one point you said yes, and that's what made them say, "Okay, she's easygoing." Sometimes you have to say no, so that
no, it's
people
not a
know
bad word, huh?
there's the balance. There's not, it's not always yes, 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 yes. Because when you look inside and you say yes to everything, you start to look inside and say, "Why did I say yes?"
Yes.
Okay.
And you know what? My mom always, she pushed us that way. She always said, listen, if your cup is empty, guess what? You can't fill another person's cup. And I'm going, oh my gosh, that is so true. Now I'm realizing it. I just didn't, I just didn't think of it. I just figured, hey, if somebody asks for something, just give it to them. If you can do it, make it happen.
Because they'll keep asking.
Yes.
And keep asking. So you have nothing left.
So he just gave me permission, Pastor Rob, to say no.
Yes.
And don't feel guilty.
That's good.
Thank you, sir.
Anytime.
Love it.
And if you're just joining us again, we are here with KB and Brown, and we're speaking about some mental health situations. And I'm really glad he stopped by today. We're going to be back with Mr. KB in a couple of minutes right here, as we are awaiting our next guest, and he hasn't arrived yet. He told me he's going to be coming up from Lawrenceville, so it might take a few minutes to get here. But we want to come back with you in after a couple of songs right here, and we'll be right back.
No problem.
Mad son. Hey, follow me now, I see you now. Hey, upset her. See how upset her. Go outside there. On and on and on and on. I'm a winner. You know the time. I'm a winner. Hey, watch out now. I'm on the sun. Oh, we're winning right now, you be. Say we're winning right now. Me forget that trophy to what me living right now. Cause I'm winning right now, yeah. And I'm chilling right now. Cause oh, we're winning right now. Our Thanksgiving right now. Cause we're winning right now, yeah. I'm winning. I'm winning. I'm winning. Hey, watch out now. Hey, I'm a walking W. Learn from the else. Turn them in a medal in a trophy and bells. Every day you see we with them on the next level. Break records like we cracking eggshells. And every single ounce of effort we expel. It's all about progress, cause we have to excel. I watch them looking like success, we dress well. Oh, another knockout for the ring the next bell. I'm about to send my haters a card to get well, cause I'm sick of it. I'm so sick of it, but that's the whole gist of it. I hate in all the beauty when winning now we have it. Cause I'm winning. I'm winning. I'm winning. Oh, we're winning right now, you be. I say we're winning right now. Me forget that trophy to what me living right now. Cause I'm winning right now, yeah. And I'm chilling right now. Cause oh, we're winning right now. Our Thanksgiving right now, yeah. I say we're winning right now. So every day you see we are the reigning champ. And at the cloud with the silver line we reigning from. Cause if you see some of the places where we hailing from, it's just the type of place we should be failing from. But now we're winning. Yes, every quarter, every inning. Bolt if I tracks and then I films if I swimming. You know that there's no giving in, no matter the circumstances we're living in. You hear me? I'm winning. I'm winning. I'm winning. Oh, we're winning right now, you be. Say we're winning right now. Me forget that trophy to what me living right now. Cause I'm winning right now, yeah. And I'm chilling right now. Cause oh, we're winning right now. Our Thanksgiving right now, God. I say we're winning right now.
LA's fine sunshine most of the time, and the feeling is laid back. Palm tree grove, rain so low, don't you know? But I keep working my way back. But I'm a Jamaican boy who's born and raised. Nowadays I'm lost between two shores. LA's fine, but it ain't home. New York is home, but it ain't mine no more. I am myself to no one there, and no one heard at all, not even the chant. I am my pride, I am said and I am lost, and I can't even say why. Leaving me lonely still. Did you read about a frog who dreamed of being a king?
So Mike is here. So what
And they all became one, except for the name, a few other changes.
Yes, indeed. Back here at Caribbean Extravaganza on a Tuesday evening. Is Mel J there? Okay, I guess is she there? Did she connect? Okay. We'll try to get Mel J or Jamel, as our new name is, from out of Jamaica, speaking to us a little bit here. We're here with KBN here, speaking about mental health, and in a couple of minutes we'll have Mikey Sparkles coming up here. But we just wanted to get a little update from Jamaica with Jamel. Okay, maybe she was expecting me about half an hour ago, but so if she's not picking up, then we'll just have to move on. Okay, very good then. All right. Okay, so yeah, so we're gonna.
We had a guest, Akeem. We apologize, Akeem, because we would have loved to hear you live. I mean,
Yes.
we couldn't hear you. So sorry about that. But you know what?
Yeah.
Thank you for engaging us. We appreciate the support, because we have to be persistent with our loved ones. Just keep looking out for the signs. And Brother Kabian, one final wrap up. I just want to say thank you very much.
Yeah.
And just to put it out there,
Yes.
that we have to keep our eyes and ears glued,
Right.
to body language. I mean, when we hear our loved ones, whether it's the children around us, a neighbor, friend, or someone just out in the street, and say, I'm just tired of living. When they say buzzwords, or expressions, I'm just sick and tired of living. I just, I'm fed up.
Or I'm
Don't
tired.
take. That's it.
I'm
Don't
just
take
tired.
it lightly. Yeah, I don't take it lightly at all. I mean, I dig, and I'm going, hey, is there anything I can do for you? If it's in my immediate circle, I reach out, or, get somebody kind of connected, because don't take those things lightly, because the next thing you might hear, unfortunately, may break your heart.
Yeah.
So don't pay. I mean, when people say, I just, I don't want to be here anymore. Those are not fun words to hear, and a lot of times we hear it, but we just ignore. They're just having a bad day. Well, having a bad day is having a bad day.
That's correct.
Check in.
So we have to check in.
Okay.
Thank you so
Yeah.
much.
As sure, and this is just part one with KB. Seriously,
I love it.
because we just barely
Yes.
kind of scratched the surface today, because one of my favorite subject is the cultural things, and we didn't get a chance to speak about that. And next time we're going to have you back, and we're going to
Delve
get into
into
the
it,
culture.
Forward to it. Yes, sir.
So
ma'am.
yeah, but I'm really glad that you took the time to come down and be with us this evening, and what a wealth of knowledge, and just remind us where your practice is, where you're located, and how we can get in touch with you if someone wants to get in touch with you.
Okay, first of all, thank you for the invite. Both of you, it was a pleasure, and I look forward to another invite. So it's in Snellville, Georgia. Practice is called SOS Counseling and Consultation Group, and it means saving ourselves, because we know that we can't save you. No clinician can. You have to do 51% of the work while we do 49%, so you have to save yourself. IG is SOSCCG LLC or AOS Healing and Wellness Center. 2 different companies ran by the same people, all for mental health. And as I close, remember, therapy is like good music or a good book. If it's good, turn the page and turn it up, and make sure it relates to you. Have a great day, great night.
Yes.
Appreciate it.
And next time we're gonna have both the husband and the wife here, so we could see how they intertwine.
Yes, we need an entire show for that.
Yes, yes.
Rob, that's what I'm talking about.
Right.
Yes.
Yes. All right, so Caribbean, all right. Have a blessed evening.
What an
now.
honor.
What
Thank
an
you
honor.
so much, sir.
Very
Such a
much.
pleasure having you.
All right.
Yes.
Good night.
Yes. Okay. So Sharon, I'm just always so delighted when I have intelligent young black men that come into the studio and know their stuff.
Yes,
You
yes.
know,
Deliver.
Oh wow.
Man.
Wow.
Man.
It's just a pleasure, so to speak, and it's an eye opener too for many that hey, not all black men are not doing anything, because
It's a cliche, man.
It's a cliche out there.
We know that
But
brothers are holding it down these
when you
days.
see a young brother like a KBN come in, and he knows his subject, his subject matter. He's an expert in his subject matter, so to speak. And he's so eloquent and so knowledgeable about what he spoke about. It makes me proud.
Oh yeah.
It makes me proud. I know it makes you proud too.
It does.
Yeah,
It really does.
yeah.
And honestly, to hear his vulnerability and his transparency,
Yes.
that just touched my heart in every way. So you know what?
Yeah.
Awesome show, man. I mean, I'm loving this. I mean, my day is made. My day is made. But look who we have the pleasure of having in the studio.
Yes, indeed.
The man himself.
Yes,
Hello,
indeed.
hello.
So, folks, I'm going to take the time out now to welcome to Caribbean Extravaganza on this Tuesday evening, none other than the great Mr. Mikey Sparkle. And he just made his way in here in the studios with us this evening. And Mr. Sparkle, welcome to Caribbean Extravaganza.
Glad to be here.
Yes, indeed. Yes,
Big up
indeed.
the Reds, this lovely lady in red.
So Mikey Sparkle is no stranger to the Atlanta community, or even the surrounding communities. He's been doing a great bit.
That's right.
A great bit around these areas for a long time. I call him the veteran in the game,
He is. Wow. He's an all-rounder, though, Pastor Rob, because him cook, him do him do everything,
Yeah.
Actually, I just came with a kitchen.
I was expecting that. I'm kind of disappointed, but anyway.
It seems like Mikey that cooking part of the lead is going away.
No. I'm not the chef. No, I'm not the chef. No, let me put. I'm not a chef.
He can cook.
No. Chef Shem is a chef. I'm just a chef helper, okay?
The assistant.
I'm assistant,
Yes.
man. So what I can do a thing,
You can help yourself.
Thank God for my grandmother. God bless her soul, rest in
Yes.
peace, you know what I mean? But hey, we can do a thing, you know what I mean?
Yes, man.
So that's what it is.
And, Mikey, he helps out quite. I've been over to Sparkle Days in Lawrenceville, and he helps out a whole lot. He might not be the major cook, but he's there handling the food and making sure.
Well, I can attest to it because I tasted him talking about that. I tasted it. Me and Pat was there on the opening, and let me tell you, he hooked it up. He hooked us up.
Yeah,
so,
that's right.
Hello.
That's right. So the good thing about it, you have to know your taste bud.
True.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
The taste bud is
Cooking is an art.
It's an art. It's an art. So.
But the chef that he has down there, we call him chef.
Shem, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Chef is a serious chef.
Serious chef. Oh yeah.
You don't play with
Don't
chef,
play
you know.
him. Don't play him. Don't play him. Don't play at all. But
good,
Mr.
man, good.
Sparkle, brother Michael Sparkle. I mean, good to see you, man. Welcome.
Thank you so much. Glad to be here. So, Caribbeanlifetv.
Yes.
Caribbeanlifetv. Big up the Reds.
Yeah.
Big up. good thing gonna go on with it. I will listen to the program. Very informative.
Yes, yes.
Very informative. Keep it up.
Yeah, man. These are the kinds that we do, you know. And then, you know, Sharon come in and she said, "Boy, Pastor Rob, you can't play around too much."
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying. So she's been just a great co-host with me, and you know, and that's why we have invited quality people. You know, folks that are making a difference within the community, and that's why you're here, Mikey, because you are a difference maker as far in the community.
Really? Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's your Reds.
What?
I didn't know that. You know, I tried. I mean, like somebody asked me, Mike, how you all over the place?
Yes.
But I think if something need to be done, let's do it.
Yes.
And that's me.
Wow.
If I see it to be done,
Yeah.
if I something to take up, I take it up.
Yeah.
So if I see the need for something, I try and do it. I can't do it by myself, but I try.
Yeah.
And that's just my thing, you know. I just try. And like sometimes I said, damn, how am I do this? I don't even know.
Yeah.
Because I was just trying to do it.
Right. You feel the need where there's a need.
There you go. Feel the need.
Feel the need where there's a need. How did you get started in the promotion business?
Wow, that's a good question.
Yeah.
Wow, that take me way back.
Yeah.
Big up to Mark Stewart. Rest in peace, Mark Stewart.
Yeah.
You know, I used to keep events, but not my name.
Okay, got
That was
you.
behind the scene. And I was talking to Mark one day and he said, yeah, man, try a thing yourself, man, you know?
Yeah.
But I always like to see people happy. That's just my thing. I love to see, not people, but more mature people happy.
Yes.
Some people like say old people happy, but I like some more, you know?
Seasoned people, as I
like
call
to
them.
say, and that's just me. I love to see, you know, all the folks just dancing and just laughing. And just something that about it does just drive me, just give me the thrill, you know?
Yes.
And that's the honest truth.
Yeah.
And that's why I started. That's why I started with all his book goodies.
Yes. I remember
At the
that.
time, there was nobody doing it.
Yes.
There was nobody doing it.
Okay.
And I started, and I was like, you know, I used to bring Meritone and
yes,
you know,
man.
you know,
Of course.
and trust me, you know, I remember one time it was an event here with Meritone, and it was flap. And I said, no, I know Meritone from Red Hills Road. I mean, I used to go
Meritone
I used to go upstairs and, you know, Meritone, no, someone said no. So I, you know, and I remember the first time I brought Meritone to Lawrenceville.
Wow.
Road block.
Oh, yeah,
man.
I remember.
Road block.
But of course.
Road
But of
block,
course.
like literally. You know?
Yeah, man.
I'll never stop. But that was it. I love to see people happy.
Yeah.
And then Mark Stewart said, no. So Mark Stewart gave me Rico Vibe's number.
Okay. All right. Okay.
And that the rest is history.
Yes.
Okay. So you and Rico
Yeah,
were
Rico.
together
So from the
Oh, really?
yeah.
Wow.
So and actually the same paper that Mark Stewart given them when I write it down, I still have a paper until today.
Yeah.
You frame it?
No, I don't. I
Not
have
yet.
it though.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And that's why if I'm calling Rico, I'll press the number,
Yes.
not the name, because I still remember the number.
Wow.
It's faster for me to dial the number than even search for the name.
Okay.
Until to this date, yeah.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
And that was probably 99.
Yeah.
It's a long time.
Yeah, it's a long
Yes,
time.
yeah.
I mean, because when we moved here, you know, in
That's when I moved here to 99.
no, we moved here after that, 2004.
Oh, wow.
And I kid you not, I spoke to a certain person who is known in the community, and I says, "Oh, so what are we doing?" Da 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 da. And they were like, "Mikey Sparkle." Anything Mikey Sparkle have in
Really?
lockdown.
Yeah.
Oh
Wow.
yeah, that's your reputation.
Yes.
So if it's Mikey Sparkle having it, clear the slate. And I'm like, wow.
What I've come to, because you know I've lived in different towns and different
Yes.
states where you have promoters, but they just promote anything. But what I've learned, what I've realized with Mikey Sparkle's production, their quality events.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Quality,
Oh yeah.
well put on.
Yes.
And their quality events, and it just seems like you maintain a certain degree of quality in the events that you put on.
You know why?
Yeah.
I think I try to do more personal. I'm more personable with
Yes.
everybody who come to the door.
Yes. Yes.
Every single person who came to the door is my friend. If you never know you, you're my friend. You know, because so many choices and you choose me. So, you know, I'm going to show you appreciation. You know what I mean?
Wow.
So everybody who comes to the door to visit one of my event or my friend. So I treat people like that.
I love that.
That's good. And you know, a lot of promoters have to really adapt
that principle.
That
yeah.
principle,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah. And believe me, sometimes I don't know the people I'm naming now,
Yeah.
but just the face.
Yes.
It's true.
And you and I talk to you, you don't even know.
That's correct.
That's you know what I mean? Because you're my friend.
Yeah.
You know?
Yes.
So that's just us, me. You're just natural.
Yeah.
You're just natural. And that's how, like if you notice, I never keep an event with no security and all them things. Nah, I don't need
Really?
that. Nah, I don't need security.
Wow.
Certain event like the family fun day, yes.
Yes.
Just to keep it in order because I have kids there.
Yes, of course.
Yes.
But if I keep like a grown-up event, like,
Yes.
you know, no, because everybody know they're
It's in
coming to
order.
have a good time.
Of course.
Everybody know that. Everybody's big people.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yes, Mikey. So, you know, you know, really have to be commended.
Thank you,
for
sir.
the
Thank you.
events that you have put on, and you know, we could be here probably in the next hour talking about all the events.
True, so true.
Yeah,
but he's a family man, you know. I mean, he loves family, he loves
Yeah, man, I
people,
love
and
people, man. I
and
love people.
I like that about you. I must say that.
I like to help, you know.
Yes,
Like to help people.
Yes.
The importance of family, and that's where we're going with
Yes.
this because you know, on June 16th.
Family fun day.
The family fun day.
Yes.
You know, I said, Mike, you could
What's that
run over
about?
here and talk to me about the family
Yeah,
fun
man,
day. You
family
know,
fun day.
because that's something that's near and dear to my heart.
Right.
You know, so where the concept came from.
So the family fun day,
Yeah.
the first one I did was Mikey's but it was a faith spin style. You remember faith spin in Jamaica?
Oh,
where you
yeah.
can-
Yes.
So you have a roast yam.
Break my heart, don't it? Gone.
I tell you.
It's gone.
Yeah, man.
Oh my God, man.
I will just mash up my face,
Mash
Yeah,
it.
man.
What are you
Yeah,
talking
man.
about, man?
So you know that's a concept of the first one, and it was just something that I sit back and just see people just laugh, kids are play, and
Yes.
you know. So this year now, right?
Yes.
Because it's a late promotion because I was waiting for the city to give me. I was working on the timing. The timing that I wanted was 10 o'clock.
Okay.
I tried. I go through different meetings, but I
Yes.
couldn't get it. So they gave me until 8 o'clock. I was going to cancel it. So one day I was watching the video that Caribbeanlifetv took.
Wow.
And there was a video on YouTube actually.
Yes.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, that
Lawrence.
take, yeah.
Yes.
And if you saw those kids, how those kids happy.
Wow.
Just check it out on YouTube. Mike is back Family Fun Day.
Yes.
And the kids were just, and I said, nah, I'm going to keep it. But I'm going to do more. I mean, I have a good artist going to come, but it don't make no sense to bring the artist anymore because of the time.
Yes.
It's just 12 to 8.
Oh, man.
So I would make by the money.
Yeah.
And this art is very expensive, so I would make by the money. So
Right.
I'm going to keep it local with lots of, I wouldn't say local, but Atlanta DJs and entertainers.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Right? So, and more family.
Oriented.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yes,
So
yes.
I'm going to keep it like that this year.
Yeah, that's great. That's great.
Nice.
That's great that
Nice.
even someone would even think of setting aside a day
Yes.
where the family can come out together.
And
you
have
know,
fun together.
Because most of the times, you know, you go into an event, even in the summertime, it's you and your wife or your lady,
Yes,
or so
yes.
forth like that, you know. But no, this is an event that you can
Family.
also bring
They
the
bring
children.
you can
to.
bring the grandkids, the kids, the grandmother, the
Yes.
grandfather, everybody under one umbrella.
Yeah.
Family event.
Fine, you
That's
can
what-
bring your
and that's
whole
what we need
tent.
more of.
Yeah.
We
Can
need more of
be-
that.
More of that, yeah. But and think about it. It's one of the only events where you can actually bring the whole family still. You know?
That's correct. That's what I'm saying.
And
about, man.
about this year now is it's so cheap. It's $20.
Okay.
Wow.
All right.
All kids are free up to
Okay.
18. Free.
Yeah.
I'm 18.
All right, come.
So tell me, Mikey, about the vendors that will be there. Your vendors.
So the
that's why-
vendors this year is
Yeah.
is not just Jamaicans.
Okay.
We're gonna
Nice.
have VI. We're gonna have Trini. Well, I'm working on the Trini right now. I don't have a Trini vendor yet, but I spoke to someone who was looking about the Trini vendor. But I know for a fact I have VI and I have Guyanese so far.
Nice.
Right? African. So you know, Sparkleys is Jamaican and African. So we're gonna have
Yes, of course.
exactly.
Yes.
So, you know, right?
Of course.
So it's just a mixture.
Yeah.
I would love to get an Asian there too. So I'm
Okay.
working on that.
Okay.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Put the word
so-
out, you know.
Yeah, so I wanted to be more,
Yeah.
you know, Caribbean,
I
not
like
just
that.
Jamaican,
I like no.
More Caribbean.
more
mix.
Caribbean
Yes.
mix. You know what I mean?
Caribbean.
So that's
yeah.
what I'm working on.
Yeah,
That is great.
And tell us where it's going to be. I mean, because we're talking about it. There are persons listening to us right now who don't have a clue
True that.
who Mikey Sparkle is, and they don't have a clue.
All right,
But
so it's going to be...
very few people don't know who Mikey Sparkle is.
True
But
that,
they don't even know where it's being held.
You're right. Enough people know the name but don't know the face, right?
True.
That.
True
Right.
that.
So it's going to be the same location as last year, which is 2501 Park Drive. That's the city of Litonia.
Yes.
Litonia.
So it's 2501 Park Drive.
Park Drive.
Yeah, that's exactly in the city of Litonia, the amphitheater.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
all right.
Yes.
Right, same place.
And it's June 16th.
June 16th, Father's Day, the actual Father's Day.
Okay.
So it's something for the fathers.
Yeah.
I love that.
Something for the fathers.
I like that.
All right? You know,
I
you
like
always
that.
see things for the mothers and...
Yeah,
For
for real.
the father, you know? Some mothers are fathers still.
I'm with you
There you go.
100%. Big up the
You're
man, them rights.
you big up the...
Yeah, man. Some mothers are fathers. So, hey,
Yes.
And I big up the mothers that are fathers
I'm
still.
telling
You know what I'm
you,
saying?
Yes.
You know.
more stress.
It
man.
goes both ways, really.
Both ways,
you know?
yeah,
I
yeah.
mean,
So-
we have to big up the fathers. When the
man.
fathers step up,
Yes.
you gotta
I
big them
understand
up.
we got some bad fathers, but not all of them is bad.
Yeah.
So,
man.
big up the fathers, them, you know what I mean?
Big up the
But this
father
is
then.
a way to even put aside, because a lot of time on Father's Day, on Mother's Day, you get out all the dinners
Fandangos and
and the
all that.
fandangos
Yes.
and so forth here. But here's an event now that
Yes.
on a Father's Day that
Yes.
the family could come along with dad,
Yes.
or with pops are, in Jamaica we have a different kind of name for fathers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
And then you go out and you enjoy a day.
And there's kids actually who can't wait to come to the event, you know?
Yes.
Of course.
Yeah, who
Of
was
course.
there here for me. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Because
Yes.
it's something for them to just...
They look forward to it every
Yeah, man.
year.
It's a joy to hear some stories, you know?
Wow. So dads out there listening, and the dads to be, and the godfathers, and anybody representing, because you don't have to be a biological dad to be a father. You're representing. You're probably a mentor or whatever it is. June 16th.
June 16th.
Remember Mikey Sparkle Family Fun Day, because go get the kids and bring them
Yeah.
out,
Yeah,
out to play.
Yeah,
you know?
I'm telling you,
It's
just go on
going down.
YouTube and type in Mike's Sparkle Family Fun. You see some clips.
Yes.
It's all about fun.
Yes.
It's all
I
All
love
about
that.
fun and just family and just come experience some good Caribbean food,
Yes,
and
and of
culture,
course.
you know what I mean?
Of course, and
music.
I'm pretty sure we're gonna have some good music.
Oh,
there too,
yes, of course.
Definitely.
Of course, they're going to turn up. Mikey
yeah.
Sparkle, it's on right all the way
Turn
up.
up. Yeah, man.
Yes, so
that's
we get a chance to experience not only the I know you will probably have music for the children too.
Yes,
You know,
definitely.
because-
We have a segment for the
course.
children every
Oh,
year.
yeah.
Yeah, so
We have a segment for.
Yeah.
Big up Jennifer Friday. She always controls the kids.
okay.
Yeah,
all
Jennifer
right.
Friday. She's the one who do the games for the kids and
Nice.
all those stuff. And we have,
Nice.
of course, we have a company coming and do the face painting and all those stuff.
Oh yes, yeah.
Balloons and
Because
Love
them youths they listen to a different sound from us,
Oh, they do. They
what I'm
do.
saying?
They totally do. But
They listen to a different sound, so
Mikey won't keep them entertained
Yes.
though,
Yeah,
as
man.
usual. So I mean,
Like the kids
that's
and-
exciting. I
And
mean,
every
I've
year
got-
we always have this we call it we with all the sweeties and the thing, and you burst it and kids just run to it.
Oh yeah, the pinata.
Pinata.
Pinata, I love
It's
that.
a joy to see that,
Yes, yes.
Oh my God, that's my
like
fun
Halloween
part.
all over
That is
again,
my fun part of the event.
Oh, okay, all right.
Just watch the kids run to it.
Yes.
You know? Yeah, man. Everybody's smiling. You know?
Yes,
yeah,
yes.
so-
Yeah,
so-
we see your heart,
Yeah,
Mikey.
yeah,
We see your
yeah,
heart. We
feel
see
it,
your
you
heart.
know?
Yeah, man.
Love it,
Yeah.
love it.
Real.
Love
Like
it,
he's a
yeah.
people person.
Yes.
Yeah, man.
Always.
I try, you know?
I see that,
Always.
He's a people person, and that's great. Commend you again for the work that you do within the community. The family fun day, and of course, bringing my favorite comedian every year. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter how many times you can bring him. That's my favorite comedian.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, I'm gonna give you a exclusive.
Yes.
Yeah. So the next album Summers plays is September. No, yeah, it's September 28th.
Okay. All
Oh,
right.
really? I'm putting that on the calendar.
28. I think it's 28 and 29.
Wow.
So it's at the Shallow High School, same
Yeah,
location.
same
Same
location.
location.
Yeah,
Yes.
and this one name it's something to do with money.
Oh, okay.
Something to do with money. Something to do with money. There's only 3 persons in the cast.
Yeah.
Oh, neat.
So Dan, this is really funny. I'm gonna say funny. You did the last one funny, this one funny.
Okay. All right.
Man.
You don't
This
know,
one is funny.
You don't know the name of this one.
All right,
Something
make it exclusive. Make it exclusive, right? I'm gonna give you the exclusive right now. I don't.
Right here.
Right here.
Right
On the Caribbean Extravaganza.
Yeah,
Big
yeah,
up.
All right, we're getting an exclusive from Mikey Sparkler for when the next Oliver show will be. So you want to just perk up your ears
Yeah,
and
I'm gonna
you
give
know.
you the exclusive right
tune in.
now. You know, but you know, big up to the show, man. Big up to all the listeners. You know, but I'm gonna get the exclusive, Pastor Rob. Don't worry yourself. So I want to get the right name, you know.
So guess what? Put it on your calendars.
Yeah.
Mark the calendars, right?
Yeah,
September 28th. Yes.
All right, so the exclusive
But
is.
if I write it down, it's going straight to memory.
Straight. There you go.
All right, the exclusive is called Lucky Money.
Lucky
Ooh, yes.
And just look at his face.
Lucky money.
Look at his face. I can't say no more.
Why want to look like Reds this?
All right, so I'm working on the fly.
Why want to look like Reds this?
I'm working on the fly.
Lucky money. I love that.
Yeah, look at money Reds. You know.
Hey, I'm right there with it because if anybody see the billboard,
For instance,
with the
Lucky Money is the
Mega
Oliver face. You must know what time it is.
Oh
right?
my gosh.
All right, cool. So it's
I'm
exclusive.
looking forward.
Yeah, it's gonna be funny. And again, same location, Shiloh High School.
Cool.
Tickets coming very, very soon. As I said, I'm working at the Flyers right now. So you know, I like to get my stuff. Flyers out there. Yeah.
You know, Mikey don't know when you come to Pastor Rob show, you have to hold it to something. Just as long as when Oliver is in the area, he's sitting right here on one of these days.
Definitely.
We put first dibs in, you know.
Definitely.
First dibs in, Sharon.
I love that.
First dibs in it.
Definitely. I'm sure he will happy to be here.
Yes,
Trust me.
Yes, man. Yes.
Yeah, so.
Mikey, once again, stop. Thanks for stopping by
thanks
with
for
us.
having me, man.
Appreciate it.
It's not going to be the last time we'll have Mikey stop by here, you know. So
Definitely can't be the last
yeah.
one. Big up to all the genuine person who helped the production.
yes,
There's some names out there where
Yes.
it's like it's a blessing to have some people around you who really
Yes.
genuine, who can see my dream and see my vision,
Yeah.
and see what I'm trying to do and just try to help, genuinely help. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So big up to all them people. I mean, even Anthony Malvo from day one he's there. You know what I mean? I say big up to Pat, Arlene.
Yes.
It's a few.
Yes.
Where you have to just say,
Yes.
something.
Of course
Big
you
up
have
to
to
Cool Rice.
Yeah, man.
Cool Rice always there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
Big up to my brother Jeff.
Yes.
Always there. So big up to some people.
Yes.
The genuine Rico vibes. You know what I mean? Just a few where so them always there. Opal from the south side.
Nice.
There's a few people where you just genuinely look forward to helping me.
That's great.
They say ride or die, but I don't believe
Yeah,
in that.
ride or die.
Live. No, man, it's
on,
ride or live.
Yeah, man.
It's a new
Live
one.
to die. Yeah, man,
Yeah.
ride or live.
live.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
I love that one there now.
What
Yeah,
about
so-
That could be a play to Ride or live.
Ride or
That's
live.
it, Oliver.
Once again, originating on Caribbean Extravaganza.
That's what I'm
But
talking about.
I have to big up some people, trust me,
Yes.
because sometimes you're going through some stuff and you feel like give up,
Yes.
and you say, no man, come and try this, man. You know,
Yes.
For real.
those are the energy you like. You
Yes,
try
yes.
to like, keep so. Big up some people, man.
Yeah.
know?
Big ups,
Love it. June 16th.
June
2024.
16th, look out for it.
So,
Be about it.
Lithonia Amphitheater.
Ingrid Lopez said, big up, Mikey.
Ingrid, big up Ingrid.
You are the best. Garfield, of course, out there saying,
Big up
the
Garfield.
Sparkle Man himself. Big up.
Garfield, my cook? Yeah, man, big up to
man.
Garfield. This is Garfield.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, Garfield
man.
is a brother where
That's the real deal right there.
I'm telling you, genuine.
Genuine.
And of
Yeah,
course, you just mentioned him, Anthony Malvo listening him.
Oh, really?
Nice.
Big up,
So
Malvo. You see?
bless Mikey Spy.
Big up to Malvo, yeah, man.
Sparkles,
Yeah, man, big up to Anthony Malvo.
Yeah,
From
man.
the-
So,
from
we
day
have,
one, yeah, man.
so, you see your folks, them follow you everywhere.
Totally.
Tune in.
Yeah, man,
I
big
told
up,
you
big up,
that.
yeah, man, yeah,
Big up
shit,
Malvo, man.
Yeah,
Malvo,
man,
we
yeah,
have,
man, always there,
I have to
man,
bring
yeah.
you down here one evening, Malvo.
Yeah, man,
so
definitely.
we speak about that, Yeah.
Yeah, man, Malvo,
Yeah.
I remember one time I do a show in Malvo. It was, I don't remember those show back home with Tiger, Malvo,
Yes.
Johnny
You're
P.
joking.
The
Yeah,
eight,
man.
like 86.
Yeah, man.
So I brought the same show to Atlanta,
Yeah, what?
Yeah, it was Malvo, Johnny P,
Yeah.
Deli Rangs,
Yeah.
Admiral Bailey.
Whoa, so that
That was when I just started too.
Yeah.
I was just 30 people into the event, 30. I never forgot. 30 people.
Yeah.
With so many artists.
Yeah.
You joking?
Yeah, man.
Wow.
30 people. I never forgot that event.
30 people show up.
Come on.
And that was
Wow.
one of the biggest. That was
That was an eclipse. Was it another eclipse? Where was everybody else?
That was one of the biggest because that event right now, if you go on YouTube and you put it out, that event right now, in Jamaica is one of the biggest dancehall stage show,
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
until
man,
today,
of course. Of course, yeah.
Tiger,
What you mean?
Malvo, Johnny P. And I brought the same show here to Atlanta. But people don't understand what I'm trying to do, though.
Yes.
I'm trying to bring
Yes.
back the vibes, you know what I mean?
Yes.
But I'm going to make it happen again.
Yeah.
I guarantee
And
I'll make it happen
I
again.
know you will. I know you will. Trust me.
You're bringing the
I know that.
vibes, man. You're not
Yeah, man.
be bringing it.
Just
Yeah.
waiting for, I'm just waiting for Admiral Bailey, you know?
Yeah, man.
So
Yeah,
everything,
yeah.
you know what
Big
I mean?
belly man.
Yeah, man.
Big belly man.
Just so, man. I'm a big belly, yeah.
And a lot of people don't know my name back then was Top Celebrity Rob.
Rob, right.
And Malvo and Admiral Billy had actually given me a dub plate
Sweet.
from it back in the days when
Yeah.
I did
Nice.
radio in the early Top Celebrity. And so when I started my show in Springfield, it was Top Celebrity Rob, but on the Top Celebrity, Top Celebrity Man, Rhythm.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. But Pastor, I mean, I usually come and see I do some dancing over there, you know?
What?
No, man.
Sparkle.
Let me tell you something,
Let me tell you, I have him on record, you know.
Yeah, man. Why you don't use
Yeah,
that?
blackmail, you know.
Watch out.
A white nail.
I said, I'm going to try to set me up in a race. You know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
me see man just and I'm see him bending him and say, "Without him back good." What you say?
Them man, them bust some. Let me tell you, them bust some rude boy skank, some
Yeah, watch
Boston,
it, say, boy.
some Massachusetts skank, you know.
Don't worry yourself.
You know, but you know something though, but you bring the energy.
Yes.
That people don't have to stock up. You don't have to.
Yes.
You know, you can be
Stiff jacket.
free.
Yes.
And accept
Yes.
God. So I respect you for that still. You know what I mean?
And as I said, I want, that's why I came out and back, because Top Celebrity Rob kind of ran Springfield for years. So, and when I became a pastor, I was in the church, but guess what? My culture was still in me. My love of my dancing, especially. Dances, I always love to dance from a little youth.
Yeah.
Every little dance come out of Jamaica, I know it from S90, Payayama. Back in you follow all the dance, them come on, you know what I'm saying? So it was
Get
always
flat.
a part of me. So I said to myself now, well, why do I have to stop? Because I believe. No, it's a part of my culture. I'm not doing anything vulgar.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But to show people David dance.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Like
Drink,
David
they
dance.
dance and they drink.
You know?
Of course.
Yeah.
So, when you see pastor about there, and I tell people, Pastor Rob is a different kind of pastor.
Drink pastor.
You know
That's
what I'm saying?
cool.
Pastor Rob going to dance with you.
Of course.
We're going to enjoy my culture with you because I cannot separate my culture from myself.
Yeah, you can't do that.
You know what I'm saying?
You can't do that. I'm with you.
Not
on
because
that.
I'm a pastor, I'm going to separate my culture from myself. No. You know what I'm saying? My culture is very much a part of me. You know what I'm saying? So, but it's good. We're talking about you tonight.
No, hold on. No, yeah, Pastor Rob. So we always want to know more about Pastor Rob.
Yes.
You know, because like I told you last time, people have to start know more. People have to start know who's Pastor Rob.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
don't stop selling that.
Yeah, man.
Yes.
Yeah, man. They will know.
You know.
as
Trust
a-
me, because, you know.
As time go by, because I'm not the kind of person that believe that I have to push things down people's throat.
And that's me too. As I said before,
know?
I told you,
Yes.
people know the name, but
Yes.
don't know. But as long as
Yeah.
the name
Yeah.
stay in a certain lane,
Yes.
it's gonna come out good. Don't
Yes.
worry
Totally.
about it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man.
You have to be
And,
your
you know,
authentic
yeah,
self.
sell it, yeah.
Always.
A lot of people
As long
didn't
as you
even
do
know
that.
I read DJ when I came here and the radio station was just about to start. I did Saturday morning with Rob. And it took off. It took off big time, man.
Wow.
Yeah. You know.
that's
So
cool.
we that's when Lawrence and I and Red used to do the show in the morning. Yeah, that's
Okay.
when I really come out. And started here. But praise God, God's doing His thing, and I have a balance. Of still being able to come back and do my radio shows because I used to do radio from 1989, 90 to 1996. I did radio in Springfield, Massachusetts.
Right.
Got a couple of awards in the area from Connecticut area too, and so forth like that. So now this brings me back. It brings me back into who my boys and my children are like,
God
oh, wow.
bring you back here in Atlanta.
That's
Yes,
it. That's
yes,
it.
yes.
God bring you back in Atlanta, and
Yes.
don't think you just come saying a pastor up.
Come on,
and
now,
don't think you
preach-
just be
preach to the
and
preacher.
no, I'm telling you,
Like a
Yeah,
don't
preacher.
think you
Go
just
on.
be on this platform for us.
Yes.
Just sitting here. No, it's a reason.
It's a reason.
It's a reason. Everything in life is a reason. It's a
Thank you,
reason
sir.
why
And a
I'm here
season.
today.
And a
It's a
season.
reason why somebody log on because I'm here
That's
to
correct.
see the program.
Yes.
So man, so somebody just give us a prayer. Let's give us a prayer right now.
Father
Yeah,
God,
let us-
we
Yeah,
thank
give us-
you
give us
now.
a
We
prayer.
glorify,
Yes.
magnify you, give you
Yes.
praise,
Yes.
God, for the opportunity to be sitting here with Mr. Mikey Sparkles and Sharon and
Yes.
DJ Reds. Even in an atmosphere like this, Father God, on a night like this, we can give you praise because praise is worthy at all times, Father God. A prayer is worthy at all times. So I want to pray for everybody that's listening. Anybody that's going through tonight, somebody might be going through a special circumstances tonight. I'm praying for you, Father God, for release. Somebody might be caught up in something. I'm praying for release this evening, Father God. I'm praying for healing for somebody that may be going through pain, Father God. Whatever you're going through tonight, Father, they're going through tonight, Father God. Meet them where they are. And I say this prayer in Jesus' name. It's in Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
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 All right.
Amen. The
So
secret
we're talking
of
about
Father.
natural
Yes.
mystic, you know?
Yes. Yes.
Natural mystic. Music, can you feel it? Natural mystic. I want. Say it going on.
Totally. Because you
Yeah,
know
man.
what? I like that. I like that, Mikey. Because you know what? When you call God into the mix, when you
My God, come on.
I mean,
Things
when you church is not the four walls.
No,
and it's not
man.
the name of the
Yeah,
building.
man.
Right.
Church is where two or more are gathered, in His name.
Yeah, man.
And that's what we do. It's not about toting the Bible and throwing it around and being stiff,
That's
like
right.
you said, in a straight jacket.
Right,
You know, God
exactly.
is chill and relaxed,
Yes.
and He
Yeah.
meets you exactly where you
you
are.
Yep.
I said,
And that's
Jesus,
what it is.
and I always said to them, Jesus was always amongst the people.
What do you mean?
Christ was always amongst
Always,
the people.
always.
You know what I'm saying? Yes, he went to the synagogue and days of prayers.
Oh, yeah.
But he was always found at the fisherman's, at the
Oh, yeah.
market.
Oh,
He
yeah.
was, that's what the scribes and the Pharisees had a problem with him because he was with the regular
was too
folks.
down to earth.
He was
He
too
was a
down
rebel.
to earth,
Yeah, yeah, man,
Well,
yeah,
Pastor Rabat, down
to earth, right? Yeah, man. Yeah,
I
man.
tell everybody the God I serve really is a rebel, and rebel meaning
Yeah.
you revere Him.
I have no fear, yeah.
No
Yeah,
fear.
No fear.
Because
yeah.
He's all about not the Holy Father. I mean, He's like, listen, He is the Holy Father.
to
So
me,
when you
I'm
come
here,
to, you
yeah,
come to,
yeah,
yes,
yeah,
come to
man.
me,
Yeah,
you
man.
reason with Him.
You see, now Mikey and DJ Reds, she don't have a place in the church already with me. If I bring her in Sunday morning, seriously, man, because what I tell you, I tell you what,
mystic, bro,
sometimes
natural
mystic.
today,
Yes.
sometimes I'm here and she preach. Yeah, preach for me. But wait, I'm the preacher here.
Again, it's a reason why
Yes.
she's here.
Yes,
she's
yes,
here.
you know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah.
I'm telling you,
God is-
I
God is
believe in that, you
faithful.
know. In
Yes.
everything,
Yeah.
Yes.
it's a reason. Trust
Yes.
me.
Right.
The things that just happen. So,
Yeah, man.
I remember the first time someone told me about Atlanta.
Yeah.
I said, Atlanta? Oh, Atlanta?
What
Yeah.
happens there?
And I remember when I came here,
Yeah,
when I came here to Atlanta, it was different, of course.
yeah,
But I never know Atlanta.
yeah.
But the force that just bring, and there's a reason why I came here.
Yes.
And so many people, you know much email and text me get after my event, and will say, boy, Mike, you know, long want to meet that person,
Yes.
and you want to meet that person.
Yes.
Wow.
I remember I had it was I think it was Leroy Sibbles of one of the show, and this lady
Tones.
came all the way from Macon
Yes,
to the show just to
Macon.
meet, just to meet Leroy Sibbles.
yes. Yeah, man.
You know what I mean?
Of course.
So I'm saying, you God put you in place,
Place for you.
to make people happy.
Yes.
Sometimes,
Yes.
you know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
Yes, and
So-
he does that. He uses you as a conduit. And
Yeah,
if you're-
man.
and if you set yourself and you're available,
You gonna use it. Oh.
people say magic, but no,
yeah, true,
it's
man.
mysteries. God's mysterious.
Yeah, man, God is good.
You know,
man.
I mean,
Every
stuff
time.
that happens when you just leave yourself open so He can use you.
Yeah,
so,
man.
man, what an awesome way to close the show.
Yeah,
We don't want to
You
leave.
see, look.
You ready to go home?
Mikey,
No.
you see how Mikey magnetic.
Yes.
Mikey will come all the way up here for me for prayer.
Is it the first time you play the show?
On the show.
First time.
It's
on
first time you play the show?
Yeah.
From January till what is April?
You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Yes.
Yeah, man.
Yes.
Good.
But
Yes.
you know,
Good.
on that note, you know, we have come to the end of this show, and you know, I want to thank Mikey for stopping by
Every time.
Yes.
every
because you know I know for a fact that Mikey is coming directly from the restaurant.
Oh, I know
time.
that.
You just smell
You know
the
what
smell
I'm
of food.
Yeah,
If smell of food and not bring no food in.
I best
Pastor
to
Rob.
sure. Food done.
Can you imagine?
Food
No.
you see, all right, so Sparkle these
Him
now
run
is
come.
we cook fresh food and we cook
Yes.
food for the day. So
We know that.
it just done.
yes,
Yes.
yeah. That's
Yeah,
all
you know
right.
what I mean?
That's
So
all right.
We're not gonna bring the hot up food. Everything just done, fresh and done.
Yes.
I don't know about you, Sharon. I live 5 minutes from spot.
I can make it happen.
Well, one is there. I was surprised one is there. Okay, just bring something. All right. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna do that.
We appreciate you for stopping in.
So DJ Reds, you have a nice song for take us out this evening.
Oh, right, Jah, here I am.
Yeah.
Answer to your cry.
Yes, indeed. Until next week. Pastor Robert,
Sharon,
Mikey Sparkles, and Sharon, DJ Reds on the ones and twos.
Bless me, so that they can curse me. Bless me, mighty Jah, bless me, yeah. Bless me, mighty Jah, bless me, so that they can curse me. Bless me, mighty Jah, bless me. Ooh, I'm in the midst of strangers, oh Lord, strangers without love and mercy, strangers without dignity, strangers who don't want to live in harmony. Bless me, mighty Jah, bless me, so that they can curse me. Bless me, mighty Jah, bless me. Bless me, mighty Jah, bless me, so that they can curse me. Bless me, mighty Jah, bless me, yeah. Father, they have dug their pits and are waiting.